Welcome, ladies and gentlemen. It is an afternoon Saturday edition of Wolves basketball. Starters for the Lady Wolves, as we're a little bit late getting on here, but starter for the Lady Wolves, number 1, Kinsley Barnes. Number 2, Montana Carter. Number 5, Jacoby Lenoy. Number 15, Maddie Morton. And number 22, Presley Hunt. Again, girls on a roll. We got the starters for the Lady Bulldogs tonight as we get ready for Bedlam. Matt, I'm going to trust you that these circles are starters. Is that right?
Yes,
okay,
they
so
are.
We got number 5, Jordan Johnson. Number 10, I don't know if that's Kate or Katie Woods. Number 14, Emily McGage.
I think it's Cage.
Okay.
Let me look back at it.
Number 22, Haley Beasley. And number 25, Jaden Lee will be the starters.
It is McCage.
McCage, okay.
I'm excited. I feel like the energy's already different in here.
Yeah, it was kind of quiet and calm, and I think that might have been, it's different. It's different in here on a Saturday afternoon.
Yes,
especially for Bedlam. But it picked up a lot as the game got ready to tip off. As we always expect, Barnes wins the tip there, tips it back to Lenoy. Lady Wolves will start going to the east end. Ball's going to go out of bounds off of Lady Bulldog. We'll stay with the Lady Wolves underneath the basket. Hunt gets the ball inbound to Morton, who gives to Lenoy. Throws back to Hunt in the corner. Three-point attempt, knocks it down. Bulldog's going to push quickly across the floor. She's going to try to go the whole way. Little floater layup, no good. Rebounded by Hunt. Lenoy's going to throw ahead to Carter.
Oh, they had Morton there for a second.
Yeah, just kind of cruising down the lane with nobody near her. Lenoy's going to dribble back to the top, reset the offense. Hunt now uses the screen from Barnes. Pass got away from Carter there, ends up in the hands of the Bulldogs. Ball gets slapped around, picked back up by the Bulldogs. Three-point attempt, in and out. Barnes with a good job tipping the rebound to Hunt. Hunt, she's going to drive. Gets fouled before she kicks it to an open Carter. Inbound to Lenoy. Lenoy pulls the quicker on a quick three. Rebound ends up in the hands of Sulphur. She does step out of bounds. So we'll go back to the Lady Wolves underneath the basket. Hunt does get the ball. Get back to Carter. We're going to set up the offense now. Trying to work the ball baseline to Barnes. Do get it there. Then find Lenoy.
Pass.
No good on the attempt. Loose ball picked up by the Bulldogs. Bulldogs now we're getting the ball inside. Have to kick it back out, though. Good job defensively interior by Morton. They're going to count that basket. Little floater. That one's going to go against Carter. Her first foul. Team first. Free throw attempt is good. Hunt, Lenoy, kind of passing the ball back and forth. Find Carter on the far side, gives to Barnes on the baseline. Finds Hunt, not Hunt. That is Morton. Couldn't quite make the shot from the free throw line. Three-point attempt, no good. Picked up by Hunt.
Good pass.
Lenoy threading the needle.
Goodness gracious.
Just threw it right down the pipe and got the pass down into the interior. Morton had done a good job of sealing her defender outside and was able to catch the pass. And by the time she turned around, there was nobody between her and the basket. So, I think that's become a bread and butter thing for the Lady Wolves, and especially Lenoy to Morton or Barnes or anybody else. Lenoy has become phenomenal at being able to thread those needle passes to wherever they need to be it cutting in the lane, open three-point attempts, doesn't matter. I feel like she's done a phenomenal job and really progressed her skill, her ability to be able to do that. So,
and when she does that, a lot of young ladies, or really a lot of basketball players in general, they like to lob it down there. Lenoy doesn't do that. She slings it, and it gives enough time for catch it and get one up. So
you could not have asked for a better pass on that play right there.
I mean, she turned around, it was in her palm, and she was right where she needed to be to make the layup.
Yep. The Bulldogs going to bring it across half court. Almost lose it going out of bounds. Close to a travel call, but no call. Lady Wolves playing a man defense here. Not really giving a whole lot. Three-point attempt. They're going to call the foul on Barnes. She kind of bumped into her.
That's all right. It's going to happen. I mean, you go up, you got to come down, sometimes you just jump too far. She'll shoot 3 free throws.
That one is good. No good on that attempt. Third one is also good, so it'll tie the score at 5. Right at 5 minutes to go in the first period. Lenoy gives to Hunt on the near side. Back to Lenoy. Gives to Morton at the free throw line. Finds Barnes. You know what's crazy about that play right there? Barnes got the foul call, but she almost looked at the defender like, hey, come here, I need this foul.
Yeah.
And then shot the ball and then was like, okay, I got the foul. That's all I wanted. She makes the first attempt. But there was like this delay of like, hey, get over here. Like, what are you doing? Barnes knocks down the second one. Ball stolen by Lenoy. Gives to Carter. Fast break layup is good. Lady Wolves now in that full press defense. Going to try to trap here. Force the errant pass, goes out of bounds. It'll be turnover to the Lady Wolves.
I feel like that's going to be a big thing for the Lady Wolves this afternoon is just keep applying the pressure on defense and letting your defense be your offense.
Yeah, absolutely. Martin and Courtney onto the floor, and Barnes and Carter to go have a seat. Martin for an open three. Off the back of the rim, rebounded by Lenoy. Lenoy's going to try to go up. No foul call, though. Ends up in the hands of Morton. Morton tries to go up. She gets blocked.
That's a big block there by 22. Went over 2 young ladies and still got to her.
Haley Beasley, good block there by her. Layup attempt by the Bulldogs, no good. Hunt throws into the far corner. Martin is back to Hunt. Back to Martin. Throws it down to Courtney. Tried to kind of work the ball into Morton. Ball was stolen by the Bulldogs. Open three-point attempt for the Bulldogs. Knocks it down. Morton. Going to call the jump ball.
Possession, Sulphur.
Possession will go to the Lady Bulldogs. Lady Bulldogs do get the ball inbounded. Pass gets away from the Lady Bulldogs and ends up in the hands of Hunt. Gives up to Lenoy. Pass nearly stolen by the Lady Bulldogs. Martin for three. Yes!
Oh. Shooters don't miss twice.
That's right.
Good job.
Here's the deal. That was impressive by Lenoy to not get a foul call, but then I don't know how there wasn't a jump ball call because it was like a couple of seconds.
I thought it really was going to be a jump ball.
But she was able to slap it away and go pick up the loose ball for the steal.
It's all right. I'm okay with no jump ball call because that just means next time there's a jump ball, we get it.
Yeah, exactly. Barnes couldn't quite get that bucket to fall. Lady Wolves going to sit back. Courtney jumping the pass there. Layup attempt, no good. Put back attempt, no good. Third attempt does go, though.
Yeah, that's just that Beasley. You just got to block her out, man. She's so stinking tall.
Yeah,
I mean,
and when you get 2 or 3 chances down there, you're gonna get one of them to fall. And
oh
she
yeah,
did just that. Lenoy for an open three from the top, off the side of the rim, rebounded by Barnes. Gives back to Lenoy inside, no good. Ball's on the floor.
I think we got one. Yeah.
That was a jump ball call, but I'm going to tell you right now, Shelby Courtney made her pay for hanging on to that ball.
Yeah. Man, I love that inbound play.
Yeah,
I mean,
they toss it up over to, you'll see Morton or Barnes do it, but then the immediate
tip back.
Yeah, tip back to the inbounder for the easy bucket.
It's really hard to defend, really, because they've got so many ways of doing that play. Because they've got the jump shot by the person who catches the inbound, and they've got the tip back, they've got a kick out, they've got so many things they can do with that inbound play. So it's a tough play to defend.
Yeah, well, and I mean when you go up for the jump ball, you lose track of because you're so focused on getting up and getting the ball that you lose track of the person that inbounded it.
Right.
And so they become wide open just out of instinct. Lenoy for three, in and out on that one.
Landed out of bounds.
Pass takes her out of bounds for the Lady Bulldogs. Lenoy to go have a seat. Hunt back on. Morton back on. Courtney to go have a seat as well. On the floor for the Lady Wolves right now, Carter, Barnes, Morton, and Hunt.
Martin and Morton is a tough one.
Yeah, when you try to say them back to back, I got to figure out how to get them separated.
Yeah.
When I talk about them, but jump ball call there. Lady Wolves still looking for that full court. Lady Bulldogs are able to get across.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, Barnes tried to jump to defend a pass and unfortunately just came down right on top of her, the player she was covering. 30 seconds to go in the first period. That was Barnes' second foul, third team foul. So barring a disaster, nobody will be shooting free throws for the bonus this period. Lady Wolves in a 2-3 zone now. Lady Bulldogs trying to go baseline. Can't get it there. Good job by Courtney. Ball gets away from them. They've got 2 seconds. Hunt's going to have to try to heave it. Can't quite get that one. So Lady Wolves will go into the second period, up 4, 14-10. Not a bad start for the Lady Wolves. I felt like really the only negatives were maybe a couple of forced pass attempts
Yeah.
early in the game, but
forced pass attempts, and then you got to block out 22. Beasley, I believe. You just got to block her out, man. She's so tall, so lanky. She's going to get those rebounds just over the top of your head and get those easy putbacks.
Yeah. As far as offensively goes, I would agree with you. You know, a really good job, but that's the one thing I think we need to do because she had 3 or 4 attempts when she got the ball down low, real close to the basket, and 3 and 4 attempts, you're rarely not going to come away with points.
I mean, you got to go down with at least one. One of them's going down.
But you know, pretty widespread as far as the offensive goes for the Lady Wolves. Barnes with a couple. Carter with a couple baskets. She's got 4 points. She actually leads the bunch right now. Morton with 2 points. Hunt with that 3. Martin with a 3. So pretty well across the board. You know, no one player way out in front for the Lady Wolves right now. You're having to. I think that's exactly what you want. I think you want the team scoring to be way up, not necessarily the one, because the easy part for the defensive team at that point is you take out the one person,
somebody,
right?
Yeah. It's hard to keep 5 guys.
When you're
or 5 females.
When you got 5 players scoring, that makes it tough for any team. So
yeah.
Hunt for 3. Trying to work the ball inside are the Lady Bulldogs, excuse me. Free throw shot attempt.
I think you just made a bunch of people mad.
Yeah, 100%. Hunt gives to Lenoy underneath. Easy layup off the glass. So just like that, we talked about the defensive side working for the Lady Wolves. They come out to start in the first minute, 10 seconds of that quarter, and all cylinders are firing off on the offensive side. So, you know, Hunt with a 3-pointer. Carter with a drive-through attempt layup, and then Lenoy with the layup. So, again, across the board, multiple players scoring. That's always going to boast well for you going into the game. So, Mav, I know we talked about it the other night. I know you and I talked about it. Chad and I talked about it. The game against Lexington when they came to town.
Yeah.
That to me in the basketball gym has seemingly become a bigger rivalry.
Yes. Yes.
However, I will say there's a lot of you guys sporting your medals in the rings today.
We are.
Just as a little reminder. Hey, look at what we got.
Right.
Big block by Morton.
You know, there's a rivalry on the court, and then there's a heart rivalry. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So I mean, just growing up here, Davis all our lives, and one good tough bucket by Morton. Growing up here all our lives, we're bound to not like Sulphur. You know what I mean? Yeah. It's been a rivalry our whole lives, so we're kind of holding it up. You know.
I'm gonna say, listen, we talk about this all the time. You know, there used to be a big time hatred.
No, I wouldn't even call it a hatred anymore.
I wouldn't even say that. But it's kind of like a big brother, little brother thing.
Yeah, it is.
If you're outside of Murray County, you don't talk about Murray County.
No, you don't.
You know, but when it comes to Murray County, we get to wrestle and have our fun and pick on each other. But you don't talk about us unless you're from here.
No, you don't.
So.
That just don't happen. And I feel like the big brother, little brother changes all the time because you know. Sulphur went on a 7-year streak where Davis didn't win a ball game.
Yeah.
And, you know, Sulphur once again, you know, they lost last year. Tough kick by old Levi pulling over here.
Yeah.
You know, shout out to that guy. But,
but you know,
went back to win it right there. I mean, smash mouth. That's the whole game.
Yeah.
Both teams, both schools, both teams are very strong and very devout in what they do. Very strong-willed.
You're hard-pressed to going to find any more heart in any team. Basketball, football, baseball, doesn't matter. Softball, take your pick. Then these students right here at both of these two schools in Murray County.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, you're just hard-pressed. And that's why, man, I love this rivalry because it's heated when the game's going on. But, oh, man, Morton was swinging for the fences on that one. But when the game is over and you go out the door, there's nothing but respect out the door, and that's what I love about it. So.
No, I mean, you got to respect the team who works just as hard as you do to beat you. You know what I mean? You work hard to beat them, and they work hard to beat you. You've got to respect that.
Yep.
I mean, there's just no other way.
Good steal there by Hunt. She's going to dribble around, kick to Lenoy on the near side. Finds Carter. Carter's going to dribble an attack, have to pull back, give to Lenoy. Hunt, she's got an open chance. It's up. It's good.
In. Oh, my goodness. What a shot. Good footwork, but there by Shelby to work the defender away from the ball.
Yeah, she just kind of separated her. She let go of the ball to keep it from going out of bounds, but the ball stayed in bounds when she didn't, and then Shelby was able to pick it up and take it the other way.
That's one thing these Lady Wolves do extremely well is defensive footwork. I mean, it's just outstanding. Running halfway down the court sideways is an impressive thing to do anyway. I mean, it's hard to run straight and not get a foul called in general. But when you're running with somebody against you, pressuring against you, to run like that and force a steal or a pickpocket, something like that, is impressive to do.
Yeah, absolutely. The Lady Wolves take a timeout, a 30-second timeout. Looks like there's about 5 minutes to go before halftime. Lady Wolves, all Lady Wolves in this second period, 28-10 now. Lady Wolves have really just kind of poured it on. Great, had a couple of big steals to push the ball back down the other way quickly. Good shooting from the outside as Hunt's knocked down a couple more. I mean, again, firing on all cylinders, getting everything going. And now is the time you need it as you gear up. We've got a couple of road games next week, but then the postseason is here. And I believe it was announced that Davis will be traveling to Marlow to begin the playoff postseason on the 21st. Courtney trying to work the ball inside to Morton. Ball gets tapped out of bounds by the Lady Bulldogs. Work the ball back inside to Courtney. Courtney goes up. They're going to call her for a travel first.
Good defense.
Stolen by Hunt. Can't quite get the layup off the steal, though. Picked up by the Bulldogs. Three-point attempt. In and out. Rebounded by the Bulldogs. Misses the first. That is Courtney's first foul. Makes the second one. 28-11, 4:22 to go in the first half.
So, it's for football, Davis Sulphur is 2A, 3A. Is it 3A, 4A in basketball?
No, it's 3A, 3A. Both teams are 3A.
Okay.
In just about everything else.
Okay. So we're just really small in football.
Here's the deal: it's more just the way they're split.
Okay.
So a lot more teams play basketball, baseball, softball, those things. Wrestling even. Actually, wrestling there's not as many, but it's all based on the total amount of schools in each sport, and so you get put in. So most everybody is the same size-wise. When you get down into the smaller schools, that's when football tends to be the one that's different. But Heffley gives back to Hunt. Hunt thought about it. She's going to drive baseline. Gives in to Courtney. Easy bucket off the glass. Lady Wolves finally do set back into that 2-3 zone. Not really giving the Lady Bulldogs much of anything. They do get baseline. Heffley, she's going to get called for a foul there. Lady Bulldogs do get the ball inbounded. Trying to work the ball down low. 22's trying to make a move there. Big block by Morton. Lady Bulldogs on the near side, trying to work it. Almost stolen by Hunt. Ball goes out of bounds. It'll stay with the Lady Bulldogs. Barnes and Carter onto the floor.
I was walking in with Braxton Griffin earlier. He said, I was like, fella, we in for a big one? He said, you know, man, I mean, it's going to be a good game, no doubt, but I ain't getting in no fights. You know, playoffs are coming around the corner, and, you know, Sulphur almost got in a fight last night at Dixon, so if I get in a fight, if a fight happens, I'm sprinting to the locker room. And I said, well, you know, I can't blame you for that, fella. Playoffs are starting soon.
Going to call the foul on the floor at the other end. There was another big block by Morton on the defensive end. But, yeah, exactly. I noticed a couple of people, I didn't know what it was about, marked themselves safe on Facebook as the inbound goes directly to Morton. No good. Barnes on the putback attempt, no good.
Marked themselves safe?
They marked themselves safes on Facebook, which you typically see, like, you know, in a you see them in storm situations.
Right,
that ball
right.
is stolen by Carter. You see those marked like that in like I said, those storm situations, things like that. But they marked themselves safe from the Dixon Sulphur basketball game.
Okay, so got a little heated down there.
I guess it did.
Well, glad everybody's safe.
Yeah. I just happened to look at Facebook earlier, and sure enough, it did. It said marked safe from the Dixon Sulphur basketball game.
All right.
Okay, I didn't
got
know.
A little chippy down there.
Down there in Carter County.
Yeah. That's funny. So that'll be the fifth foul against Sulphur. That'll send Kinsley Barnes to the line to shoot two.
In and out on the second attempt. Loose ball picked up by Barnes. She's able to throw ahead to Morton. Gives ahead to Lenoy. Lenoy's going to take it through the basket. Gets it.
So, Lady Wolves on a tear.
Yeah.
You know, ball game started at what, 15 to 10 at the start of the second period, and it's 35-11.
Yeah, so Lenoy almost with another steal right there really quickly. Hunt for three. Off the back of the rim, rebounded by Lenoy, though. Barnes kicks back out. Big swing past to Lenoy for three. Off. Loose ball. Picked up by Barnes. It gives back out to Carter. Then the Hunt for the three-point attempt. Rebounded by foul call coming from the far side over there. Mav, you said it though. Lady Wolves got on a tear. It was 15-10 when this period started.
Yeah, I mean, just offensively, defensively, just goodness.
A block. They're going to call the foul on Morton. Her second foul.
I mean, 35-11, you've gotten 20 points and let up one.
It's a 20-1 swing.
Correction on that. At the line 14, McCage. Second shot coming.
No good on that attempt. Rebounded by Morton. 7 seconds. Throws ahead to Carter. Gives back to Lenoy. No foul call. We're going to go into the second half, but man, a 20-1 swing.
Yeah, that's
it was 15-10
insane.
when this quarter started. It is now 35-11. Lady Wolves did exactly what they had to do to really, I mean, just put the hammer down, so to speak, for the Lady Wolves team. And I don't think any one particular player did that. It was pretty well the team as a whole.
Yeah.
Was putting the points on the board. So I'm sure we had Matt. You got the stat sheet there in front of you. I don't know, who led that second quarter, but
so leading the second quarter is Presley with 7. So in total, she's got 10.
Okay.
She
put herself in double digits right there. Yeah.
Yeah. She had a free throw and 2 threes. Who's this here? We got Jacoby had 3 buckets. Montana had a layup. Barnes had a free throw, and Shelby had a layup.
Okay.
So I mean, scoring's all over the place.
Yeah, it's across the board. Everybody. Of course, Hunt out there in double digits for the Lady Wolves in the first half. So always a good night. But man, anytime you can go on a 20-point, swing, that's going to be massive, and I'm sure the frustration is probably set in for the Lady Bulldogs. But we're going to take about a 9-minute break, and then we'll be back for the second half of this ball game. The final game for these Wolves, senior Wolves, here in this building. So we'll see y'all here in just a little bit. was going to say, stop singing now before we go back
did.
live.
Hey.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. I apologize if you got the early portion of Mavericks singing there. Possession will start with the Lady Bulldogs.
That was a good song. I don't know why you're bullying me for singing it.
Luke
Combs is a wonderful singer-songwriter.
They may be.
They may be. It's Luke Combs. It's not. It's one guy.
Well, okay, Luke Combs may be really, really good.
He's great. That's why I sing it.
That's why he sings it and doesn't have other people do it. Lady Wolves have the ball. Traveling to the west end now. Work the ball around. Tussle for the ball. The foul's going to go against Barnes.
Pretty sure that's her third as well. Yep. Lady Bulldogs to inbound and be 25 close side. She'll pull up for three. It's no good, just off the mark. Rebound's tipped around, picked up by Sulphur. Kinsley to regain. Regain. Lenoy, she'll break half court. Swing it close side to Hunt. Hunt to Barnes in the corner. Barnes, she'll drive. Kick her right back out to Hunt. Hunt thought about it. Close corner with Barnes again. She'll drive. Layup. Get the called foul. Foul on the shot is on 22. Beasley, her third. With that, it'll send Barnes to the line, shoot for three. Or shoot for two, excuse me. First free throw will fall. Second attempt up and in. Close side with 25. She'll give off the 5. Barnes will tip that pass away and hand it off to Carter. Carter will break half court, high speeds. Kick it to Hunt. Hunt for 3. No good.
See that? Okay, that's
I don't know, man.
That's the play that Coach Owens was talking to. I think it was Coach White in the office. That it almost looked like it. In football, when the ball crosses the plane, it's a touchdown or whatever.
Right.
That's where it kind of looks like that on an out of bounds play. Is the Lady Wolves get the steal and the easy fast break layup.
It's got to be a crosses the plane type deal now. Because I mean, I don't know. I feel like she is in the air for an hour or so.
Layup attempt by the Lady Bulldogs, no good.
The Lady Bulldogs to inbound. Beasley. We're getting into 25 to 12, I believe. Her three-point shot, or 14. Her three-point shot, no good. That ball will go out of bounds. Remain with the Lady Bulldogs. Inbound pass tipped away by Lenoy. Remain with the Lady Bulldogs. It'll be Beasley to inbound again.
Well, there's also a dance in there was a dance already this morning.
Lee, she'll swing it to Woods. She'll work it. One dribble. Give it to 14. 14's jumper. It's in. Shot from the cage. It'll be Lenoy. She'll take it far side across half court. Work it down into Carter. Carter will give it right back. Lenoy. Kick it right to the corner for Carter. Carter for 3. No good, in and out. McCage will rebound. She'll get off to Lee. Lee to Johnson. Johnson back to Lee. Lee for 3. No good. Rebounded by Hunt. Hunt will cross half court, high speeds. Layup. It's in and one.
halfway through the third period, Lady Wolves have allowed 3 points since the first quarter.
Yes. Yeah. The three-point play is complete by Hunt.
So now they've allowed 4. Or no, excuse me, that was Hunt that made that. I went back to the first quarter, 3-point attempt for the Lady Bulldogs. Off the back of the rim, rebounded by Barnes. Oh, Barnes. I think what I think happened there is I think Barnes thought that the lead player was one of her teammates.
Yes.
And immediately looked up and realized it wasn't, and then tried to change who she was throwing the ball to, but unfortunately unable to do so before her foot hit the ground in the travel call. Barnes and Carter, man, they run off like very similar. They're almost the same height. They wear the same hair, braid.
Hey, I swear they're the same person, man.
It's kind of crazy. Lady Bulldogs try to work the ball inside.
What I think is crazy that we're comparing our small forward to our center.
Yeah. Well, hey.
I mean,
ball got away from the Lady Wolves and taken back the other way by the Lady Bulldogs. Trying to work the ball inside. She's going to drive baseline. Loose ball. Quick timeout call by Sulphur's coach. I think he had to kind of do that as his player made a diving attempt for the ball and ended up laying on the floor. But if she turned over to try to throw to anybody, it was going to be a travel call.
Yeah.
So smart decision there by the coach.
One thing I like about Sulphur's coach is if there are any words said, it's in the huddle.
You don't hear him at all.
No, and I don't know that he's met with a referee one time.
All right.
So, shout out to that guy. If he needs to talk to you, he's going to talk to you in a huddle. He's not going to make a big ruckus about it over across the gym.
Shout out to the 65 people we got watching with us today. I know we probably have some Sulphur people on watching with us. We say this a lot during football and basketball or in general. We are a bias show.
We are, very much so.
Just FYI. We get accused of that pretty often, but we try to make that clear now from the start.
See, I feel like today is a day where we need the band. Oh.
Gabby Weber just took a shot.
Yeah, that probably didn't feel great. He's got volleyball swatted into her face.
I think Jacoby Lenoy spiked that off of her.
Yeah, I think they might have beef.
Good layup attempt there by Beasley. Hunt, drive in, to give the ball back out to the outside. Ball tapped out of bounds by the Lady Bulldogs. Trying to work the ball down low to Morton. The ball was again slapped out of bounds by the Lady Bulldogs. Hunt will inbound from underneath the basket. Gives up to Martin. Noy at the logo. Tries to throw the ball down low. It ends up with the hands of Hunt. Hunt goes up for the layup. She's going to get the foul call on Beasley. I believe that's going to be Beasley's fourth.
You will be correct.
That will be her fourth foul. So I think there's a couple of Lady Bulldogs now with 4. I think the other one was McCage. She had to go have a seat just a while ago. In and out, or off the back of the rim for the second attempt. 43-15, 3:30 to go in the third period. Sulphur looks like they're trying to work the ball to Beasley, the high post. They do get it down there. She makes a nice move, gets around Morton. It's a good ball movement there by the Lady Wolves. Morton had it at the top of the key, finds Lanoy kind of in the high post area, who then throws it over to the low post area where Courtney able to get an easy bucket off the glass.
Hey, I don't know if you just saw that, but Lanoy slid from the ear of the Wolf to the three-point line on her knees.
She's I've seen her do that a few times. That's probably why she wears those knee pads.
Yeah.
Because very few players. Her and Barnes have got to be a close race for who ends up on the floor more.
I think it's Barnes. Barnes is all over the place, man.
But I will say Lanoy has that Guitar Hero-like slide. Where she slide into the front of the stage, you know?
You get a soccer goal, that goes slide into the corner.
Yeah.
Good defense by Morton.
Three subs coming on for the Wolves. Lanoy, Hunt, and Morton going to go have a seat. On the floor for the Lady Wolves right now, Heffley, Courtney, Barnes, Carter, and Martin. Little floater attempt does fall for the Lady Bulldogs. She will also get herself to the line for a three-point attempt. Cameron Martin's first foul.
It's first really action we've heard from the student section tonight.
Okay.
A little tap into the feet during the free throw.
All right.
Good to see that they're at least starting to get into the action.
Courtney, she's going to dribble baseline, pull back. Swing pass over to Heffley. Heffley thought about it. Martin. She's going to go back to the logo, reset the offense. Heffley's going to use the screen, then give right back to Barnes.
Wide open. Hey, you know what I'm just now realizing?
Yeah.
The other night, we had senior night and, checked out all the seniors, got their hugs, got their Mr. Mapes final checkout call.
Yeah.
We play again here tonight.
It's not typical to have a game after senior night, but this game is a makeup from from early in the season.
So did we get a re-final last checkout call?
Sure, why not?
All right. Oh.
They're going to call the push out of bounds.
Okay. No, I think we should do a re-final checkout.
A re-final checkout.
I think they should redo all the hugs, and then Barnes comes in with just over 7 seconds.
That's what this amounts to.
Yes. Good layup.
Hey, there's that play you asked about, or you said you loved so much. It was inbounded by Heffley, throws a floater to Barnes, who immediately volleyball taps it back. Oh, three-point attempt real quick by the Lady Bulldogs. Knocks it down. 20 seconds to go in the third period. Heffley gives to Martin. Not a bad look there to end the third period. I think it felt a little rushed just because Barnes was trying to get the ball back to Carter, but I still think it was a good look for Martin. Open look, but unable to get it to fall. So I know they gave up a few more points that quarter, but still 49-23. Lady Wolves on top going into the fourth period. Lady Wolves just clicking on all cylinders still. Still looks to me, Mav, and you can confirm what I glanced at. Looked like the Lady Wolves still spreading the scoring across the board.
There in the third quarter, Barnes had 4, Lanoy had 2, Presley had 4, Shelby had 2, and Little Sunshine had 2.
Okay, that's what I thought. Again, so not one player, over another. Really, the team is just kind of equal opportunity scoring team. Always good to have. Couple of Lady Bulldogs in foul trouble. I believe it's McCage with 4, Beasley with 4. Shane Moss on the DJ down there for us tonight, this afternoon. I'm used to saying tonight.
Yeah.
It's an afternoon ball game.
It's 3:45. It's 4 o'clock. It's 4 o'clock.
It's 4 o'clock, okay. I still like the music selection.
Yeah. No matter the time. It's always a great song.
Yeah.
I don't know if you heard it earlier, but in between the first and second period, he played Welcome to the Red Kingdom.
Okay. All right. It's a little different when both the teams are primarily red, but
yeah. Hey, Sulphur's wearing gray today.
That's true. Well, we're not wearing red either.
We're wearing white.
Easy bucket back down at the other end for Morton is where they ran that smooth pick and roll play. Now Lady Bulldogs trying to get open 3. They do just that. She knocks it down. I believe that's 25, Jaden Lee. Carter drives. No good. Rebounded by Barnes. Put back, yes.
Back.
Sulphur just working the ball around. Ball gets away from him. Stolen by Lenoy. Lenoy's got a 1-on-2. She's going to go ahead and try to take it. They're going to call that foul on the floor.
I think if it's less than a 1-on-5, Lenoy's taking it.
I don't know that she wouldn't take a 1-on-5. She has no fear.
No, zero.
On those fast break layups.
She likes her odds.
Yeah, she will say, hey, put all 5 of them down there defending me. I'm still going to go through you.
Yeah, I'm going to get the free throw line.
Yeah, and that's what you want out of a player. When you say go up strong, I'm pretty sure that Lenoy's picture is in the dictionary next to that statement. So misses the first one. Knocks down the second one. 54-26, 6:40 to go in the ball game. Loses the ball. Able to pick it back up is Lee. Trying to work the ball down to Beasley. She does get it. She goes up. She's going to draw the foul off of Morton.
Does have 15, Morton. Hunt third. Team foul number 1. At the line, 22, Beasley.
No good on the first one.
2 shots.
Second free throw is good.
Hunt with the ball to bring it across half court for the Lady Wolves. Carter for an open 3 off the front of the rim. Loose ball. Lenoy ends up with it. Tried to get it to her nearest player, not realizing that Morton was still backcourt. So on that offensive series, they just missed it. I don't even think Barnes realized it. Barnes was standing at the high post, and there was nobody behind her. Nobody. I don't know if they just lost her, but really missed opportunity. I don't even think Barnes even realized it. So hopefully they'll be able to see that next time. Like right now, there's nobody behind Barnes. And
Go.
Barnes gets the ball there. She does finally take it. They close in on her. Gives Hunt a chance at an open 3. Yes.
Dang. So they leave her open to kind of get that trap effect from the crash from both sides. I can see where that would work. Just not against these Lady Wolves. The ball movement is so quick and so pristine. They've been doing it all season.
Lady Bulldogs trying to get the ball inside, and Lady Wolves doing just a phenomenal job at denying that. Hunt read that perfectly. Carter steals it. She's going to go the distance. Layup off the glass. I think she took like 3 steps from half court.
Yeah, dude. She's like 6'8", I swear.
That baffles me. I would have taken 45 steps just to get to the free throw line.
Maybe from the free throw line to your layup.
That's probable. Jump ball call.
Jump ball. Possession. Sulphur.
Mass substitution for the Lady Wolves.
Hey, I don't know if you saw this. It was a couple weeks ago. Kevin Durant, it was actually more than a couple weeks ago. He's been out for a little while with a sprained ankle. Took 3 steps from this free throw line to go to the opposite end and dunk one. Took one dribble, 3 steps, and dunked it from the other side.
I used to be able to do that.
Yeah? Could you dunk, Mr. Alexander?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. We are talking like a little tight skull, right?
No, we're talking 10 foot. 10 foot.
Okay.
Full goal.
Oh, okay.
Not the little kids you get from the Dollar Tree.
At the trampoline park?
Nope.
Oh, okay.
I think you'd still need 35 steps to trampoline park.
On the floor for Lady Wolves right now, Heffley, Courtney, Martin, McDonald, and Carter. McDonald, who had a phenomenal game the other night against Lexington. Heffley for 3. Off the back of the rim, rebounded by Carter. Loose ball, rebounded by Carter. Tries to give it to McDonald on the opposite side. Gets away from her. Lady Wolves able to recover. Heffley dribbles, picks it back up, gives to Carter. Heffley in the near corner, tries to throw inside to Courtney. It's going to go against Courtney. Courtney played a lot tonight, and I'm going to be real honest. I'm surprised she's played as much as she has and only picked up 2 fouls. Courtney, one of those players, is like she's in there. She's going to go fight for anything.
Yeah.
And usually, unfortunately, gets foul calls fairly quickly. But she's done a phenomenal job tonight about not picking up those fouls during her minutes. So, loose ball, picked back up by the Lady Bulldogs. She's going to pull the trigger for 3. Yes! Just right at 3 minutes to go. Heffley for 3. Off the front of the rim. Ball goes off the Lady Bulldogs. Heffley to Heffley. 2-point shot, no good. She gets her own rebound, though, puts it back up. No good. Rebounded by McDonald.
And
she
one.
Gets and one. It's like he didn't believe me over here. Guy running our switcher said, "Did you just say Heffley to Heffley?" Yeah, there's 2 Heffleys on the floor.
Danny Lynn.
I didn't mean she threw it to herself. McDonald, no good. Rebounded by Heffley, though.
That counts.
Hey, Contreras with the rebound and put back.
Hey, I'm Tony. She's a dog.
Tip pass by McDonald, picked up by Heffley. Going to give the ball to Busey in the corner. Tries to throw it across to Heffley. Picked up by the other Heffley. Now McDonald.
Last names, man. I mean, first names, man.
Yeah, Danny. Now to Lily. To Busey. Busey going to call for the travel there. 2:17 to go. Lady Wolves on top big, 63-30.
Lady Wolves continuing the role of just domination that they've been on for quite some time now.
Yeah, the first quarter was close. 3-point attempt by the Lady Bulldogs, no good. Second attempt, no good. Third attempt, finally pulled down by Lily. Lily's going to bring it back the other way.
I just don't think
Busey for three, no good.
There's just not much stopping the Lady Wolves right now.
I would agree with that.
If I'm going to be honest, most of the time, if there's something stopping them, it's themselves.
Oh, I 100% agree with that.
Lady Wolves are a dominant basketball team. Just when you got a dominant basketball team, a lot of the times something that stops them, the team is the team itself.
Yep.
Playing outside of themselves, playing too fast, rushing things, just putting up shots that we can have a better look. So as we continue the domination from the Lady Wolves.
Oh, man, I thought we were going to get a third Heffley making threes. McDonald pulls up the rebound and goes back up.
Lady Wolves are all over the place.
They're everywhere, and they're doing everything. Rebounding, defending, shooting well. They're playing as a cohesive unit right now and doing a phenomenal job at it as that rebound is pulled down by Lily Heffley. Throws the ball to McDonald. Whole team thought McDonald was going to pull the trigger there. They all stood up on the bench.
I say you swing it back to her, let her shoot it again. Let her get another shot. One more.
Let her pull it up from
right there.
Right there. Just shoot it.
Right in Coach Parker's face.
She's going to drive, pull up, little jumper. No good. We're going to say off of the Lady Wolves. I see the boys in the tunnel over there.
Yeah, I'm excited to go sit in the student section for this game. I feel like it's going to be high energy. Group chat was rolling earlier, so I'm excited to be in the student section for this one.
It's going to be a good one. Both teams kind of gearing up for the postseason. That ball was blocked by McDonald. 13 seconds to go. They're going to throw it ahead to McDonald in the corner.
Foul. 7 seconds. Goodness gracious, 7 seconds left in the ball game. I don't think I can pick a player of the game.
I don't know that there was anyone. I would say Hunt obviously got hot from three.
Yeah.
Which was good. It's always good to have her, making those exterior shots. But overall, you got to give it to the whole team.
Yeah, without a doubt. Defense, offense. Yeah, it was crazy.
The scoring from a whole was just spread across evenly for the most part. So I 100% agree with you, Mav. I think you got to give the whole team the player of the game nod there, just because they played like such a team. And now we get ready for the final appearance for these seniors here in the Pete Bird Gymnasium. We're going to take about a 10-minute break, and then you got your boys for Bedlam basketball here on a Saturday afternoon. We'll see y'all in just a little bit. Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. We're now back for the boys contest of the Bedlam basketball series. You know, it's been kind of weird. Like, a lot of times you used to, you play one at Sulphur and you play one at Davis, but poor Sulphur, these guys haven't played at home in a while.
No, they haven't.
Still trying to get that. It's going to be a phenomenal gym when they get to finish.
Yeah, I drove by the other day on my way. I forget what I was doing over there, but drove by and you can see into the metal frame and you can see the stands.
Okay, all right.
And it looks like it's going to be very impressive.
Yeah, it's going to be a nice gym. Hopefully some of their kids in elementary finally get to use it. But I feel like they've been working on it forever, and that's no fault of their own. But starters for the Bulldogs today, number 0, number 1, Barrett. Number 10, I believe, is that?
I missed it, I'm
Kirby,
sorry.
I believe is number 10. Number 5, I believe, is Cole. And number 11, I didn't catch that last name. I apologize. I don't have the rest of them up here.
So, Bobby, this will be the last home game for
this
all
group
of
of
these
seniors.
Yeah. Number 1, Dakota Carter. Number 3, Braxton Griffin. Number 5, Isaac Lewis. Number 11, Dalton Sunshine Heffley. And number 24, Mr. Wyatt Fielding.
That was the calmest introductions I think we've had all year.
Yeah, it was.
That was impressive. That was impressive. Like you said, Chad, the final home appearance for these seniors here in the Pete Bird Gymnasium.
Mr. Bird's birthday today.
Who's it?
Pete Bird's birthday is today.
It is Pete Bird's birthday today. Well, how about that? What a day to have a birthday on in Sulphur Bedlam basketball. Isaac Lewis wins the toss. Carter now near side, going to the east end. Griffin gives up the fielding. Now Heffley. Heffley's going to use the screen there. Had the chance for the pick and roll. Defended pretty well by the Bulldogs. Ball almost stolen by the Bulldogs. Griffin's going to try to go. We're going to call the foul. Griffin will get himself at a couple free throws.
Going to be on Barrett, his first foul of the game.
No good on the first one. Gets the second one to roll in. Bulldogs trying to set up. Looks like the Wolves going to sit in a 1-3-1 type defense.
Maybe a
Ball
2-3.
I was going to say kind of a little modified. Stolen by Griffin there. Easy bucket on the glass.
And I like the 1-3-1, Bobby. That takes away the pick and roll a little bit.
Yep. It provides that backside help, I think, that we've missed in a couple of games here recently. 3-point attempt by the Bulldogs. Yes.
And that's what it does. It forces a team to beat you from the outside.
Yeah, and, you know, in a lot of games, and especially high school games, you're going to win that battle unless you're playing against, like that game at Lex. You can call a moving screen there on Lewis.
He gave a charge signal.
Okay.
Instead of the blocking foul, so.
I'm not sure what that would.
But anyway, it was on Lewis.
I just assumed from the play type that it was the moving screen type. Good defense there by Lewis. Tips the ball away and ends up in the hands of Heffley. Heffley's going to push across half court. Wyatt trying to get posted up down low. 5 doing a good job of really kind of forcing him out. Fielding going to set the screen. Carter goes against. Now Lewis at the logo. Griffin goes against the screen, goes baseline. Lewis thought about taking the shot there. Gives up to Heffley on the far side. Heffley's going to pull up from there. Off the front of the rim. Rebounded by the Bulldogs. They're going to push ahead. Foul's going to go against Griffin.
Foul on 3, Griffin, his first, team foul number 2.
Be an on-the-floor foul. Bulldogs to inbound. Work the ball inside. Barrett on the far side. Looks like the Wolves have switched up to a man defense. Barrett pulls up for 3. Off the back of the rim. Rebounded by Griffin. He's going to push ahead to Carter. Gives back to Griffin. Griffin quick pulls up. Yes!
Going back to the 1-3-1.
I kind of almost more that the way they were set up looked like a 2-3.
Yep.
But now they've kind of set into a 1. Man, I don't know. The way they're moving is more like a 2-3, but that three-point attempt is no good.
Yep.
His
Got it
heel,
with his foot, yeah.
His heel, like I knew he was real close to it, but so that'll stay with the Bulldogs underneath the basket. Barrett drives. I'm going to call it on the floor, I believe. I'm going to call that against Fielding. Not sure.
Where was he in that?
He was there in the lane, but I didn't feel like he was near the body. But referee saw it differently. 3-point attempt off the back of the rim. We're going to call the foul against Sulphur.
Number 5, I believe, was a push.
Got a push in the back on the rebound. Carter now. Gives to Fielding, near side. I think they're going to call 5 again for the push.
Yeah.
He's going to pick up his second foul pretty quickly. He's going to have to have a seat. 55. Going to come onto the floor for Sulphur. Inbounded to Lewis. Draw back out towards the logo, reset. Wolves just trying to find something on the interior. Heffley's going to drive. Has to pick up his dribble and dish back out to Lewis. Heffley going to use the screen from Lewis. Spin move. Kicks out to Carter. Carter's going to pull the trigger. In and out on that one. Rebounded by the Bulldogs. Another foul there. I'm not sure if that's going to go against Carter or Griffin.
I'm afraid it's going to go against Griffin.
I think so. He will pick up his second foul, so he's going to go have a seat for a minute. Bumgarner on. Owens also going to come onto the floor for Lewis. Ball gets away from Sulphur on the inbound. He is able to recover. Jump shot, no good. Rebounded by Fielding. Bumgarner ends up in the hands of Fielding. Now Heffley on the near side. Work the ball inside to Fielding. Fielding's going to go hard to the basket. Off the glass and in. Wolves back into that man defense. Three-point attempt, no good. Rebounded by the Bulldogs. Double pump layup is good by Barrett.
That was a nice shot by that young man. Good move.
Yeah, good move. Got an open look at it.
Garner. Passing to Owens. Owens going around the screen from Fielding. Got his pocket pick. Coming the other way, Sulphur. Dakota going to pick up that foul. It's going to be on the floor. We're going to have a timeout by the Wolves. It's going to be a 30-second timeout. Wolves doing a good job of moving the ball around on offense, staying in front of Sulphur on defense. They're going to have to find a way to stop the penetration by Barrett. He's very good at dribbling in and trying to get an open look in there, getting a layup, and sometimes, a lot of times, initiating contact and drawing a foul. So we need to keep him out on the perimeter, and hopefully that'll limit his opportunities. Do want to take a chance, an opportunity here to say hello to Joyce Fielding if you're out there watching. Hope you're enjoying the game, and know that you're, I'm not going to say your better half, you're the better half of that one. Your other half is here watching the game and thoroughly enjoying it. So come back out. This foul is on the floor. However, it is going to be 5 fouls, so it is going to be a shooting foul for Sulphur. 0 will be at the line. 2 shots. Makes the first one. 2:15 to go in the first. That brings it to 8 Davis, 6 Sulphur. Second free throw coming up. Misses it. Fielding with the rebound. Kicks it over to Carter. Carter bringing it down. Pass to Fielding. Around the Bumgarner. Fielding with a spin and didn't make the shot, but did draw the foul. It's going to be the first foul on number 55. Fielding will go to the line for 2.
Apologize, Chad. I had a bunt cake order issue I was having to try to figure out there.
That is important. Fielding misses the first.
Knocks the second one down.
Yep.
Didn't mean to step on your toes
No,
there.
you're good. Fielding going to take a seat and Lewis come in.
.55 going to go have a seat for the Bulldogs. Number 20, I believe, is who came on for him.
Correct.
Barrett to bring the ball across half court. Trying to work the ball inside. Swings it far side. Wolves back in the 1-3-1 defense. That's what I kind of like about that 1-3-1. You really get a lot of extra help on the interior.
Yeah, and it's forcing Sulphur to slow down. I think they would like to play at a lot higher speed and pace.
Shot. Loose ball.
I don't know how you call that a jump ball when the guy was all over his back, but
I mean, he was hugging him and had his hands on the ball. But that ball stay with Sulphur. Sulphur to inbound.
Good defense by Heffley.
Good job by Heffley denying that interior bucket. Carter going to set the offense. Now gives to Heffley, near side. Owens, Lewis. Lewis thought about it. Gives back to Lewis on the far side. Davis just trying to find an opening on the inside. Heffley thought about it there for a second. Carter gives to Lewis. Davis not in any hurry.
Taking almost a minute off of this clock.
Carter gives to Bumgarner. Bumgarner shoots off the back of the rim. 2 seconds. 1 second.
No shot.
I was going to say that was just behind the buzzer.
Yep.
So no good. So you go into the second period, 9-6. Wolves on top.
Yeah, and Bobby, when you weren't on here earlier, I was talking about I felt like the most effective game plan for Davis could be to limit Barrett's open looks inside, try to limit him from driving into the paint, because when he does, he initiates contact and is good at drawing a foul and getting to the free throw line. So I feel like they've done that effectively in the first half. Offensively, they haven't seemed too rushed or hurried. Haven't seen a lot of bad passes, which I'm thankful for. So I like the switching between the man and zone. I think that's being effective as well.
Yeah, I really, like you said, the one thing I like is forcing them to slow down.
Yeah.
Number one, you're forcing theirs to slow down, which doesn't appear to be. I haven't seen Sulphur play this year. From what I can tell, it doesn't appear to be their style to play that slow game like that.
Right.
So not only are you forcing them out of their element, but you're also, as long as we're not running up and down the floor, that's air we're not taking out of our guys either.
Exactly.
And so I know it's not our typical style, but I think it keeps our guys fresh, not having to run up and down the floor constantly. So.
Yeah, I think Sulphur is built for speed, and we're making them slow down for sure.
So Davis will start with the ball. Ends up in the hands of Fielding on the baseline. Big mismatch for Fielding. Got the ball a little bit too far out on the baseline. Big swing pass. Finds Griffin in the near side. Yes.
And here they come.
3-point attempt by the Bulldogs. Off the front of the rim. Rebounded by Griffin.
And again, in transition, they were quick, but we were able to limit their view. And
big swing pass to Heffley in the corner. Off the back of the rim. It was a good job. I thought Fielding had great position for that rebound. Barrett did a good job of getting a hand in there and knocking it out. Bulldogs trying to get something inside. Find Barrett on the near side. He has to, one dribble, pulls up. Rebounded by the Bulldogs.
That's going to be on Lewis. They're going to call it on Lewis. I think the other kid pushed from behind to get that rebound, but that is going to be the second foul on Lewis.
Lewis, the second. Rebound number 1.
At the Bulldogs throw the ball out to the three-point line. Barrett, he's going to drive into the lane. Little floater, no good. That's going to be Griffin's third foul, I think.
Dude, he was just standing there.
I mean, he really didn't even make an attempt, and I think that's probably what Coach Blackwell is saying is like, hey, you got to at least make an attempt for the ball.
Right. If they're going to call the foul.
Yeah. Free throw, no good.
I don't know if you saw the shooter at the free throw line. He looked surprised when it didn't go in.
Well, I think everybody was because like half the ball was in and
right.
It came right back out.
I tell you, sometimes these expressions are what.
Yeah, they're priceless. Second attempt, no good. Fielding all alone for the rebound. Bulldogs now to 2-3 defense. Get the ball to Fielding inside. Yes. Great ball movement, working the ball around, getting the ball to the baseline, and they found Fielding on the interior. Three-point attempt. Good for the Bulldogs. Fielding gives back to Heffley at the top. Ball gets away from Bumgarner. He is able to recover, though. Bulldogs doing a good job of defending right now. Get the ball. Owens on the far side. Now back to Carter. Carter's going to set the screen. Excuse me, Fielding set the screen. Owens on the far corner. I think Fielding thought about it there for a second. He looked up at the rim and saw it. He's like, man, I really want to. Carter's going to dribble in. Goes up for a layup. Off the glass. Can't get it to fall. Gets his own rebound, though. Can't get the putback attempt. Rebound gets shot out towards Bumgarner. Wolves will get to reset. Hand off to Heffley. Heffley's going to pull up at the free throw line. Yes.
Good patience by the Wolves, giving themselves the second chance.
Wolves now in a 2-3 zone defense. They're going to get the ball into the corner for Barrett. Barrett's going to knock it down.
And they're going to have to call that moving screen.
Bumgarner at the top. Heffley now.
Wow.
Big swat there, but no foul call. Finds Heffley on the interior. Heffley will turnaround jumper. Yes.
I don't know how you don't call that tomahawk chop.
Yeah, I mean, that was he was swinging for the fences in that one, kind of like we saw Morton get called for one during the girls' game.
Yeah.
But no call on that one. Barrett dishes over. Three-point attempt. No good. Stewart going to come on for Carter. .327 to go in the second. 18-12. Wolves on top right now. Owen's going to have a seat. Lewis back on. Good inbound play. Found a backside cutter. They were able to get the bucket off the glass. Now Heffley. Use the screen from low. He's just going to pull up from there off the front of the rim. Stewart. I think Stewart's going to be called for the foul there. His first foul. He's going to try to drive, spin move. Turns and goes back. Not much Heffley could have done differently there.
No.
Without getting a foul call. That does bring the Bulldogs back within two. 18-16, 2:40 to go in the first half. Heffley gives up to Lewis at the logo. Stewart now. Working the ball far side to Bumgarner. Big block by number 5. Layup by Barrett is good. It's going to tie the ball game up at 18.
Yep.
Basically, right now, Heffley's met a couple of big shots, and the Bulldogs defense is just saying, hey, we're not even going to let him have the ball.
Yeah.
And forcing somebody else to do it. I think Wyatt did a good job getting into the interior, but unfortunately, that big body of number 5 was just able to get a hand up and deny the shot.
And defensively, they didn't get back in transition and close up that lane. So if they give them a window in transition, I look for Sulphur to take it every time.
Yeah, that seems to be what they're built for. The transition buckets, and not. I don't necessarily mean buckets on the interior. Even the quick shooting on the exterior, on those transition plays, seem to be what they're built for. So I think we are definitively going to have to get back on defense to deny that as much as possible.
Oh,
had a chance.
He's still there. He's
had a chance to get at the fielding a couple of times
Yeah.
there with nobody down there with him. Fielding good. They're going to call the travel. Wolves now in a man defense. Good job defensively by Lewis and fielding to deny the buckets on the interior by 5.
Yeah, a lot of pushing off and
a lot of contact.
Yep.
You could tell he's a very physical post player.
Yep.
But I think the Wolves did a great job defensively there by denying the shots and not getting a foul call. Heffley gives to Stewart. Ball back in the hands of Heffley in the corner. Lewis waiting for the play to develop. 8 seconds to go before halftime. Heffley goes against the screen, drives. Layup attempt, at least get himself a chance at some free throws.
Yep. You're fixing to see a wholesale change in
Oh, no, they're going to
personnel.
say on the floor. So there no free throws on that one. Inbounded to Lewis. Lewis is going to pull up jumper. In and out. No good. So, hey, we start the second half. Nothing.
0-0.
With that, ladies and gentlemen, we're going to take about a 10-minute break, 8-minute break, and we'll be back for the second half. We'll see y'all then. Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, as we get ready for the second half of this afternoon edition of Bedlam basketball. Lady Wolves already got the job done. Wolves trying to finish it here.
Yep. Bobby, I just realized we're going to walk out of the gym. It might still be daylight.
That baffles me. And it's not a tournament.
Not a tournament.
that's
This is some weird, wild stuff, man.
Yeah. I'm going to feel weird walking out of here and it not being dark and time to go to bed. I don't know. I'm pretty old now, so I might still go home and go to bed.
If nothing else, it might still be in time for the Blue Plate special.
That's
no, that's right now.
Can you get those to go?
Yeah. All right, man. I think the defense was effective. Again, just got to limit those transition opportunities for Sulphur.
I agree. I really liked the 1-3-1. I think it gave the extra help on the interior. Also forced the slowdown of the Bulldogs.
I think the number one thing it did was the high pick and roll.
It took it away.
It took it away.
Yep.
Which helps our big men immensely.
Yes, and right now with both of them, actually one has 2 fouls, one has 3 fouls, I believe.
No, Lewis has 2, Fielding has 1.
Oh, okay. I thought Fielding had 2. So
you may be right, but I was thinking he only had 1.
Okay. Looks like the Wolves are going to start in maybe a 2-3. 3-point attempt. Shot is made by Barrett. So it's quick score, and they're going to turn around and go right into a full court man press defense. Griffin gives to Carter. Carter gets across the line. There's going to be another
foul on Barrett.
Another quick foul by Barrett. I believe that's his second.
Yeah. If there's anybody we need to get in foul trouble for Sulphur, it's him.
Inbound goes backcourt to Griffin or to Carter, excuse me. He'll bring it across half court to the near side. He'll try to go baseline, pull back, give back to Lewis. Heffley will go against the screen, try to go baseline. Tried to get the pick and roll there, couldn't, defended well by Sulphur. Heffley on the near corner, pulls up for 3, off the front of the rim. Sulphur's going to try to go quick. Barrett gives up. Find an open 3-pointer in the corner. Off the back of the rim, nobody there to cover the putback. Cole gets the bucket. Griffin gets the ball across half court to Heffley. Griffin at the top.
Somebody's going to have to help him.
Pass to Heffley, gets away from him, goes out of bounds. Wolves, Sulphur doing a good job right now, just kind of forcing the Wolves to be out of sorts on the offensive end. Barrett throws to, thought about taking a long shot there. Going to call a quick foul there.
That's going to be 4 on Braxton.
That's going to be 4 on Griffin. So he's going to have to go sit down. Bumgarner come on. Unfortunately, that takes Griffin out for probably an extended period. Barrett. Felt like there should have been a double dribble call there. No call. No foul call, though.
He pulled him down on top of him. He grabbed a hold of him and pulled him down, folks.
And I think that's why you saw no call.
Yeah.
Get the ball interior to Fielding. Gives back out to Heffley. He's going to get a quick timeout call while there's a scramble on the floor. Man,
a lot of physicality down there.
It is getting physical in this game.
Sulphur up by 5, 23-18 here in the third.
5:17 or 5:30-ish to go in the third period. I will say our producer right now, she's not even in the class at the moment. She was last year. She's actually a Votech student, but wanted to be involved in what we do. But man, she picked a heck of a game to come back.
Yeah, absolutely.
What a stressful game to come back to try to run the show. Bulldogs inbound out of the timeout. Barrett will get it just by the logo. Ball was tipped around. Going to call the foul there, I believe, on Carter.
Is that his
second foul, yep. Team foul number 2. Barrett gets the ball in the far corner. Go baseline, then dishes inside. Ball gets pushed away. Tried to throw in balls inside to Cole. Cole had set him fielding on the outside, but Carter did a good job coming from behind to steal the pass. Get the ball inside to Fielding. Fielding's going to drive, try a spin move. Blocked by Cole. Carter, floater, good. I know Fielding probably shaking his head because he got the block there, but I still feel like you have to attack Cole.
Yeah.
I think Cole is somebody you want to get in foul trouble, or Barrett. Right there, good look by the two of them.
That was a flop if I've ever seen one.
They're going to call, I believe, Fielding.
That's a flop!
That's going to be his second foul. Team that foul number 3 for the period. Free throws, good.
Going to push it out 26-20 in Sulphur's favor.
Carter gives ahead to Fielding across half court. Fielding gives the ball to Heffley to set. Call Heffley for a travel as he caught the ball there.
Settle down, boys. Settle down.
Barrett gives ahead. Lewis almost had to steal there. Barrett's going to tackle the little floater, gets it to fall. Carter's going to bring it across half court. Baumgartner lost it, but able to get it back. Gives up to Lewis.
We're our own worst enemy right now, Bobby.
Absolutely.
These
I feel
traveling
like
calls.
all the little mistakes have been things that I think we could easily rectify. Trying to work the ball inside to 11. Couldn't quite get it there. Excuse me, 0. Good job defensively by the Wolves. Lewis going to take it back to the three-point area. Trying to look for somebody to go to. Going to be a timeout call by Blackwell. I think it's a good timeout call. Kind of reset. Let your team gather themselves. Try to, stop the bleeding, so to speak.
Defensively, we're doing about the same. We've only given up 8 points. Well, I guess 10 points. We were 18-18 at halftime. Defensively, we've only given up 10. Offensively, however, we've only scored 2 points this period. And I think that's the difference in this ball game is we're not getting anything to fall or any open looks because we're making those shoot ourselves in the foot.
Yeah. Well, you know, we've only given up 10, but I would say you could equate 4 to 6 of those to turnovers that we've done to ourselves.
Absolutely.
You know, not by anything. Listen, they had a great play down low from Barrett to Cole.
Yep.
But
other than that,
a couple of little, maybe a floater by Cole, Barrett.
Yeah, that was a nice one in the
you
paint.
couldn't do anything about that. That was going to be points they were going to get. But the other ones where I feel like plays that we gave up the extra looks. So going to have to settle that down, get it back right. Stewart to inbound for the Wolves. Gets it inbound to Bumgarner. Then gives to Heffley at the logo. Hands off to Stewart. Finds Heffley. Now gives to Owens. Owens will back out towards the logo. Finds Stewart. Stewart with a little acrobatic layup. Gets it to fall. Barrett, he's going to attack the baseline.
Again, if we don't get back in transition and pack the paint, we give him an open drive.
Heffley gives up to Owens. Stewart thought about it, pulls back. Heffley pulls up for three, off the front of the rim. Kirby will give to Barrett. Barrett's going to drive and attack, but gives back out. Pull up jumper, knocks it down. Good shot there. Even did it with Fielding's hand in his face. Gets the ball to Fielding. Fielding's going to drive and attack. Going to get the foul call on Cole. I think that's exactly what you need.
Yeah, we got to do that. We got to get him out of the game.
That'll be his third foul. Fielding knocks down the first one. And just like that, Cole will have to go have a seat for a moment. 55 on to replace him. Kirby also had a seat. Fielding makes the second one. Fielding will go take a breather for a minute. Lewis back on. On the floor for the Wolves right now, Bumgarner, Owens, Stewart, Lewis, and Carter. A lot of young guys on the floor right now. 3 sophomores, a freshman, and a senior. Bulldogs look like they're going to try to take the last second shot here. Barrett goes against the screen, drives inside. Going to call the foul there on Owens. We're going to move the inbound to the sideline.
Which is where the foul happened.
Barrett catches it, gives back to 0, pulls up a quick 3 off the back of the rim. Put back attempt, no good. Heave by Stewart. Just off a little bit.
24-32 going into the final period.
You know, single digits after the way that quarter went,
yeah.
I'm okay with. We're going to have to get something figured out on the defensive side because, like you said, we've said it all game long, we're going to have to be back on the defense quickly because they are going to attack that transition quick offense almost every time.
So I would dare say that 50% of Sulphur's points are coming from number 1. And if we can shut number 1 down, but we're going to have to get back and stop transition in order to do that.
Yeah, I think right now if Cole comes back on or when he comes back on, I think you're going to have to go at him to try to get him to get that 4th and hopefully 5th foul and get him off the floor because I think that works in our favor.
It does, and he wants to go up. So if you can give him a head fake, good fake, get him up in the air, and then go up and initiate contact, maybe we can get that foul.
And Cole now back on the floor, as is Kirby for the Bulldogs.
Maybe set a screen, make him run through that screen, which I think he would willingly do.
Yeah, he's just a physical basketball player.
Yeah.
You know, I think you force that as Griffin is back onto the floor for the Wolves.
With 4 fouls. He needs to be smart and avoid the.
Heffley going to drive inside. Little floater. Got it.
Nice look.
Sulphur working the ball around. Ball goes out of bounds off of Sulphur. Off of Sulphur will be Wolves ball.
Hey, watch 5 red with a shove.
Fielding, the high post, gives to Heffley. Heffley pulls up for a jumper. No good, rebounded by Barrett. Barrett's going to force it down the floor.
I guess 4 steps before a shot is okay. It's always a new game to me.
Yeah. Griffin going to use the screen, gives back to Fielding. Nobody near him. Barrett's going to bring it back down for the Bulldogs. Gives to Kirby on the far side. Ford pulls up for a 3. It's going to be off the back. Loose ball picked up by Barrett. Wolves looking in that 2 high post offense. Lewis going to set the screen for Griffin. Heffley gives in to Fielding. Fielding trying to get inside. They're going to get the foul call there on Cole.
That's exactly what you said we needed to do, Bobby.
Yeah, attack the interior, get him in foul trouble, and just like that, with 4 fouls, he's going to have to go have a breather. Fielding makes that one. Knocks down the second one. 30-36, just under 6 minutes to go. Sulphur working the ball around. Get the ball inside to 55. He gives back up to 4. Loose ball, picked up by Griffin. Griffin's going to take it the other way. Loses it, regains it. Layup, yes.
Great hustle by Braxton. He was slapped, he was grabbed, he was pulled, but he still managed to get the basket.
Wolves go back to that 1-3-1. They're going to have a chat about it. I feel like there was a walk before the shot.
That one's going to be on Lewis. Again, this is what Barrett is gifted at. I mean, he's really good at it.
Makes that one. Carter gonna bring it across half court. Heffley gives to Griffin. Back to Heffley. Lewis, no good. Wolves go back to a man defense. Bulldogs extended back out to a 9-point lead. 3:50 to go in the ball game. Carter resets. Tried that interior pass play. Unfortunately, bounced off the rim, almost like it was going to go in for a shot.
Wow.
They're going to call that one a jump ball. Sulphur to inbound. Throw it back out to the top.
That's going to be Braxton's 5th. I think it was the knee that he stuck out that got him.
That is going to be Braxton Griffin's 5th foul.
We got to get somebody under the goal. Got to get somebody under the goal.
Sulphur missed a really good opportunity there. There was nobody back. We're going to call an offensive foul. Inbounded to Fielding, or pass was interior to Fielding. No good on the shot. Barrett, floater at the other end, no good. Rebounded by Carter. Gives the Bumgarner, thought about the 3, pulls back. Time of the essence now. Steal attempt by Barrett was unsuccessful. Throws across to Heffley on the far side. Approaching 2 minutes. Still a 9-point game. Bulldogs on top. Gives it into Lewis. No good. Loose ball ends up back in the hands of Carter. Carter's going to pull the trigger for the three. No good. Barrett's going to grab it, try to go quickly the other way. Heffley on defense. They call the foul on Heffley on the floor.
Number 11, Heffley, his first. Team foul number 4.
1:54 to go. Sulphur up by 9.
Barrett with the ball on the far side. Drives, kicks far side.
And we're going to play stall ball at the end of this
Sulphur's
game.
going to try to stall out the clock. Barrett drives, loses it, gets it back though. Good job defensively.
Call a foul! What are you doing?
They're going to let all that go, Bobby, and then they're going to call the next little touch that somebody gets.
As it's going to tick under a minute to go. They'll call the foul on Carter. Free throw attempt is good.
Pushes
Extends
to
it
10.
double digits. Bucket is good. Carter's going to bring it across half court. Under a minute to go. Bumgarner for three, no good. Rebounded by Lewis. Lewis goes up. Going to be fouled on the play.
Cole will have a seat. That'll be his 5th foul.
Good on that one. Fielding good to go have a seat. Stewart on. No good on that free throw. Sulphur's going to push down the floor. Sulphur in the bonus now, so 4 will go to the line for the Bulldogs. 3rd foul on Heffley. Free throw no good.
I think he got away with stepping over the line on that last one, Bobby. That one he didn't know.
That one he didn't. He left enough room. Substitution for the Bulldogs. 33-44. 34 seconds to go in the ball game. Bulldogs on top. Heffley for 3. No good. Barrett's going to go to the line. Knocks that one down. 33-45. Substitutions for the Wolves.
And Bobby, I know the score is going to be out at right now it's 12, going to be probably out at 13 because Barrett's at the line.
Way farther than it was the whole game.
Way closer game than what that score shows. So congratulations to Sulphur on the win. But I like the way we came out and played those first two quarters. The third really is what put us behind and put us down where we couldn't make a comeback in the fourth. But I like the effort by the Wolves.
Yep.
Just want to see it across all 4 periods.
Yeah.
Versus, strong first 2, kind of slept on one, and that's what put us behind. So
that's going to take away the clock for tonight. Wolves going to trail here in the end of this one, 35-46. Bulldogs get the win. But, ladies and gentlemen, we got a couple of games on the road next week at Little Axe and at Bethel, I believe, as we get ready for the postseason the following week. So we're going to take a couple days off, and then we'll see you guys on Little Axe on Tuesday. We'll see y'all then.
Go Wolves.